Hello, baby dolls. Everyone loves to burn coins, make them deflationary. Can you burn a coin to pump to the heavens? Let's explore that today. So, the title of this video, burn it all, right? There are a lot of coins out there, man. This is CoinGecko, okay? Over 12,000. Coin Market Crap has over 22,000. And they will keep getting bigger. More and more coins. So, when we look at a coin, okay, there are two sides of the equation. You got the demand side, and we have the supply side, all right? And this is what we've got to go through, right? We're going to go through this today. So I want you to know that the demand side makes the coin go up. And there's nothing you can do to stop that, all right? You can't change it. So demand makes price go up, all right? Why don't we focus on demand too much? I have the answer for you. It's because a lot of people who come into crypto, we are like mavericks. We are rebels. We don't fit in society. It's bleeding edge, right? This is the early days, right? So we don't fit in. We don't conform to the norms. It's something cool, new, okay? And it's different. And all these elements represent why it's different. So in a normal world, real world, you need sales, okay? Sales, shilling. You know, even Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett shills Coca-Cola, okay? Warren Buffett, cola on stage. Every single stage, every time he goes on stage, he's got a can of Coca-Cola here. Here you go. Every single time. Every single time, Coca-Cola bottle present. Every single interview, every single time he's on stage, always there. He's always shilling. He's always promoting, all right? This is the way crypto is going to have to go, man. Because the network effects, they will start to slow down over time. You need to grab everything. And you can't just like try to work on supply side, burning tokenomics to make the coin go up, okay? So Warren Buffett does this all the time. Demand side, right? Market's price makes the market price go up. It also is, it has an image of being like a salesman, right? People in crypto don't like that. People in crypto do not like the idea of like selling something. If you look around you, if you notice that most crypto coins, most of them, they won't directly market to you. They won't say, look at this feature in my product, look at this community, buy us now. They don't say that. And you listen to this thinking, well, that's very logical and rational. How come they don't say that? Well, it's because bleeding edge, don't fit in with society, rebels, programmers, devs, introverts. That's why. Instead, what people do is, okay, they focus on the supply side. And the supply side is, right, supply side only relates to scarcity, but determines the pressure of selling, right? Has nothing to do with the coin price going up. Nothing. But everybody tends to forget that because we can control it. So all the engineers, all the developers, I can empathize with them. I know why they only focus on burning and tokenomics, right? So we're going to burning. We're going to burn it all. Burn all the coins, right? Tokenomics. Game theory. We're going to have to write this. Game theory. This is really important. You got to understand this. This is why they always throw it in your face. This is they try to get everyone excited about this. But this isn't the answer. Okay? And you know why. It's all the developers, they're all introverts, and we can control this with certainty. You know, crypto, the world's so uncertain, man. The fact that they can code in scarcity, that's the crazy part. And that's why everyone tends to focus on it. And there's an overemphasis on it. They talk about, you know, we're going to do burning every time there's a transaction. Burn this coin and burn that coin and burn you. And it's more like just an inverse tax, man. And really, at the end of the day, it doesn't make the price go up at all. The only thing that makes the price go up is the demand side of the equation. It's people putting in USD into the pool, okay? That's the only thing that actually makes a price go up. Everything else, you're guessing, man. You're guessing. If you also notice, what people try to do is they try to market their coin and refer to the scarcity, the tokenomics, the burning, right? And why they do that is because they can control that. That's the one thing they have certainty with. They go, here is the code. We have put in a certain burning feature. It's going to be deflationary, etc. But we've run this example in crypto thousands of times. So when I'm telling you this, I'm not making this out of my poopy bum, all right? This is not coming out of nowhere. We've seen this example thousands of times. We've learned now. I've learned. I'm here 18 hours a day. I saw this experiment. I looked at all these coins over and over and over for 4 years, and I'm like, okay, you know, some things work and some things don't. And I'll tell you what doesn't work. Basing a whole, you know, marketing message of a coin just on scarcity, just on deflation, okay? Because scarcity isn't enough, okay? Let's go to this. Scarcity isn't enough. But why is this true, right? Why scarcity isn't enough? Where does it even come from, all right? Humans, we like to value stuff, right? You know, we can go all the way, like, you know, you're seeing the early Bitcoin days. Bitcoin pumped at the start, and no one really knew why. All right, we're looking at early Bitcoin here, the start. No one knew why it pumped. You had a couple of different elements, and we are still trying to figure out why did this thing go up, right? So people will attach themselves to digital scarcity, okay? But here's the thing, right? I know we all rag on Peter Schiff for talking about this. He's like, man, it's not scarce. There's like, you know, a million other crypto. Why do you need Bitcoin? He's right. He's actually right. Okay, so you have digital scarcity, and we put that in. But, right, I'm going to go through the answer. Don't worry. So you also have the Satoshi law. Then the Satoshi law, I'm going to give it double tick, because that's actually what keeps people in the game. All right, and everything else is just a cherry on top. Okay. So the digital scarcity is the part you can program, and the Satoshi law is the part you have to manufacture. People have to speak, buy this, you know, this and that. That's why it's important, okay? Digital scarcity. Now, Bitcoin was digitally scarce at the start. There weren't any crypto. It was just the only one, okay? You had nowhere else for the money to flow in, okay? And then we go all the way back today. There are coins today, and you're going to see them in the future. That's how you know, hey, is this thing going to be a car crash, or is it going to be a religion? Are they focusing on supply side? Most of the time they are. Scarcity isn't enough. You burning your coin and trying to like say, oh, there's 1 million and now there's 900,000. That's not enough. That is not enough. Scarcity is just a meme, right? It's just a meme. You can always use the real world examples for this, right? Water. Is it scarce? Sometimes. In a desert, it's scarce. Around you, it's not. You know? If you're not thinking about water, maybe you're thinking about alcohol. Because you're out on a Friday night. You don't want water. Okay? Maybe you want some orange juice. Sunday, 12 o'clock. You just got back from the shops, right? So you think about this stuff. It's all relative. Okay? There's a time and place. There's context for everything. The whole goal of everyone in the community is to tell you that scarcity is enough. That's everybody in the demand side. It's getting rare. You have to buy it now. It's not enough, man. I'm telling you now, the answer's not enough to push it through. Okay? So, like if you have capital on the side and you have to invest and you got to think about, okay, what marketing message is going to penetrate the minds more? The scarcity one is done. Okay? Scarcity was digital store of value. That narrative is done. You had 2012 halvening. That was the first big wave. You had 26 halvening, right into 2017. We had the second cycle. And then we had the third one, okay? We had the third one. And now Ethereum is catching up to Bitcoin with its monetary premium, okay? So it's burning. So now it's becoming scarce too. They're sharing this part together. So that meme is not enough. It's so easy for everyone to say, oh, well, I'm scarce, you know? You can draw 10 ponies on a piece of paper, and then, okay, you burn 2, now you've got 8 ponies. The ponies are getting more scarce. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. It depends on the community. Scarcity isn't enough. Now you got to look at, what's the product, man? What is the product itself? Are you going to get more people coming in? That's why, you go back to the beginning, I said the Satoshi law, right? Satoshi law, that's actually the product of Bitcoin. That's the only differentiating factor. The Satoshi law. Think about it. There's nothing else left. Everything else is copy-pasted everywhere. So people are hanging on to Bitcoin because of the Satoshi law, right? And that's why I think it will be along for a long time. Because you cannot copy this. You can't, man. You can't. This guy had $1 trillion idea. He gave it away for free. All right. But is it enough to pump all the bags? No, it's not. You know, Bitcoin's network effect is slowing down. Enough people have learned about Satoshi law now so we can start to see that it's starting to slow down. People want different stories and different laws, man. You know? Disneyland. So many different stories. You got the princesses, you got the monsters, you got the guy in a suit. There's different ones. It's the same in humans. We just love stories. Because really, remember, at the end of the day, we don't really need anything. You need your food, you need your water, you just need a roof over your head. That's actually all you need, and you can breathe. So all of this other stuff is just everyone throwing around stories to try, we're scarce, no, we're not. Okay? So, we want to sit here on the side, we want to evaluate, alright, is this community going to kill it? What are they going to do? And the beautiful part is we are early enough. So remember, I went through Metcalfe's law many, many times, right? You don't even really need to do this stuff right. I'm preparing myself for the future. You can just say, all right, you know, this community, it's got like, you know, maybe 50,000 people, 30,000 people. You can say, all right, well, it's got room to grow in the bull market. It doesn't do the best stuff, right? Because I just don't want you to ever think these narratives are permanent. They're not. No story is ever permanent. They can always get competition and they can always shift. Okay, so why you buy, you got to remember that's the reason why you buy. But it has nothing to do with the reason that you never sell. As soon as you start conflating the two, you become a permanent bag holder. And unfortunately, you know, out of 100 coins, 9 are going to make it. Do you want to take that chance, man? So, burning a coin is not enough. Burning only refers to, okay, so you have the price going up is the demand side. Okay, this is demand side. That is what we all should be focusing on. But people in crypto aren't. You know why? There's enough money coming into Bitcoin and Ethereum coming in so that they rotate around and enough gets dispersed out there to make things pop off. But the competition's getting more fierce over time. Okay? And then we have the dump pressure. This is the supply side part. Okay? Now, if you have, say, good tokenomics, you'll be able to go down like this. If you have bad tokenomics, you go down like this. Okay? What's good and what's bad, at the end of the day, a lot of the coins, they do their best, but it's really just a meme of the people holding. You know? That's all it comes down to. It really is just a meme. So, unfortunately, we can't get a proper formula here. I mean, I can separate these out, but I can't give you a proper formula because you gotta get into the community's mind. You gotta understand, what do they value here? What does the average community person value? Okay? Do they think it's super scarce? Right? That's your reason to get long. And you never ever forget that. You can't burn a coin up. You can't say we're gonna start taxing everyone, because that doesn't work on the demand side of the equation. Okay? You know, you can't do everything. You have to focus your time. So if you're focusing your time on the supply side, well, guess what they're taken away from? Okay? Now, obviously, the best founders and entrepreneurs will find a way to do both. But at the end of the day, if you had someone who had a main focus, the demand side's going to take you to the moon. Focusing on supply is not. Handing out free coins or doing airdrops or doing all this, not enough. Game theory, lockups, that is not enough. You need powerful demand side. You need people to go out there, the soldiers, shill. You need girls to come get simps. You need people to go try to shill it to exchanges, people to promote. You always need this. If you don't have this, you got nothing. So think about the coins you own. Do you own coins where there's an army of shillers who are going to die at the hill fighting for this coin? Because you can sleep at night comfortably knowing, like, you know what? These people, they're still very loud. You want that. But if you're in a coin like, you know, there's Litecoin, Stellar. When was the last time you saw them yelling on Twitter? They basically don't exist. The community is very stagnant and stale. Okay? You have to look for strong communities. Okay? And it's easy, but it's hard. It's easy for me, and you're listening to me. You have an open heart, you have an open mind. You come in. We understand some coins are religions. That's where you want to be. We love cults. We love leaders. I love the drama. You have to love and appreciate all that because they're part of a story, man. They're part of a story, okay? You know, in The Lion King, I know we don't like watching the part where Simba's father gets taken off the cliff. We don't like watching that part where Scar basically murders Mufasa. But when you look at it, that's what makes a story. You can't say, no, I hate the movie. You appreciate it for what it is. Just like, that's when I come into these communities and I see this stuff unfolding. That's part of the process, okay? However, if you're a poopy head, or even worse, if you're a dingleberry, and you're looking at these saying, nope, I don't agree, I don't like it, I don't like this founder, I don't like this person, or you're not going to make it, you're literally missing the full story, okay? So, final conclusion. Supply side is not enough. It's not enough, okay? It's not enough. You can't make a coin go up by telling people that something is scarce. You can't. Go back to that pony example. I drew 10 ponies. I burned 2. I go, they're getting more scarce. Right? That's not enough. You need a demand side, okay? And don't forget, man, demand side, you don't really have to believe it in yourself. You don't have to think this chain or this coin is the second coming and it's going to change the world. You don't actually have to believe it yourself. You just got to look around you and you got to look at the messages out there. Do other people believe it? And if they do, you got yourself a winner. Until next time, friends.